Hi all, I'm your pick. Let's get started with our magic potion. So the first ingredient is a water-based wood polish. I'm using one by Shinlag. You can easily find this at any hardware store. It's a really good water-resistant wood polish and it's child safe and food safe. So that's a plus. There is a slight amount of lead in it, so please be careful with that. I've been using this for the past 5 years and I have never had a problem with it. If you can't get access to Sheen Lac, then you can find any water based wood polish with polyurethane in it. I'm using a small measuring cup. You can use anything that you have, but you need to know the measurement. Get a container that is bigger than the charms that you are glazing. Please make sure everything that you use for this is really clean and you don't need any water in it. Even if a little bit of dust gets trapped in it, it could end up in your artwork. So we don't want that. So make sure it's really neat. Always clean the dried varnish from the container, the cap, and the bottle. I'm measuring 15 ml of the polish. So for 15 ml, we need 40% of 15 or whatever measurement you are taking. Just multiply it by 40, then divide by 100. So mine is 6 ml. So I'm using 6 ml of water. Don't shake vigorously, shake slowly, otherwise, there could be bubbles in it. We don't want that. Get a box that you can keep close so while your charm is drying, no dust could get in it, and make sure that it's clean. You can use a plastic one or cardboard or whatever you have with you. Use any kind of wire to hang your charms to dry. I'm using these which I can bend with my own hand. If yours is thicker, then you can use a plier also. If the wire is bending sideways, just insert the tip of the wire back into the box. We'll be varnishing these today. To hang our charms, we need a wire and make two hooks on both ends of the wire. Make sure to use a thinner wire, otherwise the varnish could get dried in it and it will be a bit hard to remove from the hooks. Make sure the hook is secure so that the charms won't fall out of it. Dip your charms into the container slowly. Make sure when you lift it up, it doesn't touch the container. You can wait for a few seconds so the varnish could fall into the container. Or you can just drag off the varnish by touching on the side of the container. But make sure the clay doesn't get in contact with the container or your skin or anything. Otherwise, it could leave a mark on the clay. Once we remove the excess varnish from the charm, hang it on the wire, keep it to dry, and dip the second one in and remove the excess from the second one too. After we put the second one to dry, we can just take the first one back and drag off any excess varnish with an X-Acto knife. Always remember to remove the excess varnish, otherwise it could just dry up and become bulgy. Do the same with the second jump too. Do this within 10 to 20 seconds, or otherwise if you try to drag off the varnish, it will leave a mark on the clay. Use a mask if you have a bad immune system, and if your skin is sensitive, then please use a gloves. And when you're varnishing it, please make sure it's a ventilated area. Please take care of your health. It takes 2 to 3 hours for it to completely dry, depending on the size of your charm. For the little charms, it will only take 2 hours. Sometimes, after the first time you varnish, there might be small cracks on the varnish, but that's totally fine. By the time you varnish it 3 times, it will be completely gone. Repeat this process 2 more times. You need to varnish a total of 3 times for the best result. Always remember to remove the excess varnish. Once your varnish dries off and if there is a white color left on the varnish, please don't do the next coating of varnish. Otherwise the white color may not go away sooner. Just wait till it goes away and then varnish it again. On cold climate, it could take more than 3 hours to dry. Sometimes, if it's really cold, especially on rainy seasons, it may end up taking 12 hours or 24 hours to dry. But always wait for the first coat to dry, then do the next coat. This polish doesn't get stuck on metal, so it will be easy to remove it from the eye pen. 5 years ago, when I was searching for this varnish, it wasn't available in the markets. So I ended up working with a lot of varnishing and ruining a lot of my artworks. The one used for wood always turned yellow. Sometimes the colors bleeded by using the acrylic varnish, and it was a costly one. Spray varnish was not an eco-friendly option, and nail polish often got peeled off after a while. I didn't use resin because it was expensive, and since my immune system is not that good and I used to get allergies often, I couldn't risk breathing in resin. So yeah, I found this the hard way, so you don't have to. It's cheap, it doesn't change color, it does not catch molds, it won't crack or peel off. So if you try this and this works for you, please let me know. This is the one I haven't glazed at all. So you can see the difference between the one that's glazed and the one that isn't glazed. There will be a slight change in the color and texture. For this one, I like the matte finish more than the varnish. To be honest, resin is a plastic coating, so it will work better than this varnish. If you are using resin, you can keep on using that. But I have never used resin, so I'm not sure how much the difference is. I have varnished these bigger charms just the same way as I did with the smaller ones. But I couldn't film it properly because it takes a little more care to glaze these bigger ones. If you find this video useful, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to your pick. I have an Insta also, please follow. The texture of this feels so good. It reminds me of sugar candy. The same varnish can be used to protect acrylic paintings also. It makes the colors look so much better, and it does protect the paintings too. The varnish gives a really good shine to these paintings. If you don't like the shine, then you can use the matte one too. There is a matte version of this varnish available.